The waves crash harder than usual along Sydney's rugged coastline, as if nature itself senses the tension building beneath the surface. In NCIS Sydney Season 3, Episode 17, titled Fight Club, the team is pulled into one of their most dangerous and psychologically complex cases yet. One that blurs the line between sport and brutality, loyalty and betrayal, justice and survival. This isn't just another investigation. It's a descent into a world where violence is currency, silence is survival, and every move could be your last. The episode opens in the dead of night at an abandoned shipping yard near Port Botany. Rain slicks the ground, reflecting the flicker of broken overhead lights. A cargo container door creaks open in the wind, revealing a grim discovery. A young man, beaten beyond recognition, left discarded like trash. When NCIS Special Agent in Charge Michelle Mackey arrives on the scene with her team, it's immediately clear. This isn't a random act of violence. The injuries are too precise, too deliberate. Whoever did this knew exactly how to inflict maximum damage. Dr. Roy Penrose later confirms their suspicions. The victim didn't just get into a fight. He was systematically punished. Broken ribs, internal bleeding, defensive wounds that suggest prolonged combat. This wasn't self-defense. This was entertainment. The investigation quickly uncovers whispers of something darker lurking beneath Sydney's vibrant nightlife. An illegal, invite-only fight ring, known only among certain circles as the Pit. Not your average underground brawl. This is a brutal, high-stakes fight club where wealthy spectators bet obscene amounts of money on fighters who often have nothing left to lose. Some are desperate, some are coerced, and some don't make it out alive. Bluebird, the team's ever-resourceful cyber specialist, traces encrypted communications linked to the victim's phone. What she finds sends a chill through the room. Video clips of fights, raw, unfiltered, and horrifying. No rules, no mercy, just survival. And in the background of one clip, a symbol appears repeatedly, a stylized serpent wrapped around a clenched fist, a calling card. For J.D. Dempsey, the case hits closer to home than expected. While digging through missing persons reports, he stumbles upon a name he recognizes, a former Navy trainee he once mentored, now listed as missing for over 2 weeks. J.D.'s usually calm demeanor begins to crack. He pushes harder, takes more risks, and Mackey notices. She warns him about getting too personally involved, but J.D. can't let it go. Not this time. Meanwhile, Evie Cooper goes undercover as a high roller interested in betting on the fights. With her sharp instincts and fearless approach, she infiltrates the elite circle connected to the Pit. But the deeper she goes, the more dangerous the situation becomes. She's not just observing anymore, she's being watched. As the team pieces together the puzzle, a disturbing truth emerges. The Pit isn't just a local operation. It's part of a larger international network, trafficking fighters and laundering money through shell corporations tied to defense contracts. The fights are just the surface. Behind it all is a shadowy figure known only as the broker. No face, no name, just influence. Whoever they are, they're powerful enough to stay invisible, and ruthless enough to eliminate anyone who gets too close. When a key witness is found dead just hours after agreeing to talk, the message is clear. Someone knows NCIS is closing in. With time running out and lives at stake, the team devises a high-risk plan. J.D. volunteers to go undercover as a fighter, using his military background to gain entry into the Pit. Mackey hesitates. It's dangerous, unpredictable, and if anything goes wrong, there's no backup inside. But J.D. is determined. The initiation is brutal. He's thrown into a match with a seasoned fighter. No introductions, no rules. The crowd roars as fists fly, and for a moment, it's unclear whether J.D. will make it through. But he does. Barely. And just like that, he's in. Inside the Pit, J.D. witnesses the true horror of the operation. Fighters are treated like commodities, injuries are ignored, losses are punished, wins are celebrated with more fights. There's no escape. He spots familiar faces, missing persons, military personnel, even civilians who vanished without a trace. Among them is the trainee he once knew, now hardened, distant, and barely recognizable. Their reunion is tense. The young man warns JD to leave while he still can. "You don't understand what this place does to people," he says. "It changes you." JD isn't sure if he's talking about the fighters or himself. Meanwhile, Evie's undercover operation takes a dangerous turn. A suspicious organizer begins questioning her motives, and her cover starts to unravel. She's taken to a private room. No cameras, no witnesses. Back at HQ, Bluebird detects a sudden signal loss. Evie's gone dark. Mackie doesn't hesitate. She mobilizes the team for extraction, but without a precise location. They're flying blind. Inside the room, Evie faces off against one of the broker's lieutenants. The tension is palpable. One wrong word, one wrong move, and it's over. But Evie doesn't break. She plays the part, doubles down, and somehow convinces them she's exactly who she claims to be. For now. As the episode builds toward its climax, JD is scheduled for a high-profile match, one that will determine his standing within the pit. But it's a setup. His opponent? The trainee he came to find. Forced to fight someone he once mentored, JD faces an impossible choice: win and destroy what's left of the young man, or lose and risk exposing himself and the entire operation. The crowd chants, the bell rings, and the fight begins. It's brutal, emotional. Every punch carries weight, not just physically, but psychologically. JD tries to hold back, but his opponent doesn't. He's been conditioned to survive at all costs. In the end, it's not about winning. It's about breaking the cycle. JD refuses to deliver the final blow. Instead, he drops his guard, an act that confuses the crowd and enrages the organizers. And that's when everything explodes. NCIS storms the compound in a coordinated raid. Mackie leads the charge, taking down guards and securing the perimeter. Bluebird feeds real-time intel, guiding the team through the maze-like structure. Evie fights her way out, rejoining the team just in time. JD and the trainee are pulled from the ring as chaos erupts. Fighters scatter, spectators flee. The illusion of control shatters. But the broker? Gone. Again. In the aftermath, several victims are rescued, including JD's trainee. But the damage runs deep. Not all scars are visible, and not all wounds heal quickly. JD struggles with the emotional toll. He saved lives, but at a cost. Mackie reminds him that sometimes, doing the right thing doesn't feel like a victory. But it matters. Evie, shaken but resolute, begins compiling evidence to track the broker's network. This isn't over. Not by a long shot. Fight Club sets the stage for a larger arc that could define the rest of the season. With the broker still at large and the network only partially dismantled, the team knows they're up against something far bigger than they imagined. Trust will be tested, loyalties will be questioned, and the line between right and wrong will continue to blur. Because in this world, everyone's fighting for something, and not everyone makes it out.